Hey guys, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 293. First things first, let's just test to see if the spacebar's working. It is. I basically restarted the game to fix that up. Okay, we are France. We are the Holy Roman Emperor, and we are trying to pass a reform. Not very successfully, mainly because we're at war, but you know, other reasons. One thing that I've only just now noticed, if you mouse over one down here, it'll tell you if they're backing the next reform and why, or why not, in the case of, say, Patau, who are at war with us. Now, of things there, you can see economical power is a subtraction, so apparently I'd say that'd be their economical power. See, 2.2 for Auvergne, who are admittedly not that good, whereas Trondelag have 12.7 and they're huge, so there you go. If they're a monarchy, they get a +2, so that's cool. I guess, what, Patau isn't a monarchy? Yep. The opinion of me matters, of course. Owes allegiance to. So, you know, because of the whole situation where people are our vassal. Us being overextended apparently reduces their likelihood to vote, so we could fix that up. Imperial authority, of course, current amount of reforms, and my diplomatic reputation. So that's interesting to know. So we could also reduce our overextension, and that might help get some reforms happening. However, we've got some better ways of doing things. No, 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 no. Thank you. Just want to Veronas. These guys are coming back there anyway. Oh, and I believe we were sending this fleet down here to occupy these British islands. And our diplomat is home from Persia. Well, we should probably be sending him to Diviet to cancel our military access there. Yep, done. And we are no longer over our diplomatic limit. One stability or 4,000 bucks. Really? That is not a choice. That's just a +1 stability event, seriously. Although if you had +3 stability, the 4,000 would be nice. Grain is being produced in the Galapagos. Very good. Turkestan would like military access. Turkestan can fuck off. Who are you at war with anyway, Turkestan? Diviet, Shan and Pagur. I mean, really? You're out of Afghanistan? No, they've got no way of getting there. Why would you declare war on them? Did they declare war on them? Oh, Bengal declared war on them. Well, that makes sense. Somewhat. Okay. Back to the important stuff. Queen has still not managed to sire a child, which is, oh, well, would you call it sire? You'd call it something else, wouldn't you? Mother a child, perhaps? Ooh. This army has not only just started, so I'm going to let them off for the moment. I'm just watching this Trondish army move around. Okay, good stuff. Head up to Northumberland. Or actually, no, head up to Cumbria. We'll deal with that one. I mean, we can basically take Britain whenever we want now. Our guys are in. Set up one with less dudes on it. They'll take forever to get there. We really should be fabricating claims somewhere. I feel empty when I'm not fabricating. I mean, we're already working on Ming. I guess we could work. We can't work. We've got nothing in Japan, right? Hang on. there are a few. Because Japan apparently owned Timor? What? Oh, fuck do they own Timor? They're colonizing it. Really? Good thing we've got some overseas expansion. Overseas expansion, Casus Belli. Who are you allied with? No one? I don't have any claims on your stuff. How good are you at colonizing anyway? 20 a year. Not very good. Alright, so that gives us plenty of time to fabricate some claims on the Hitachi and Mutsu. Where are they? I would imagine that Hitachi is in Japan. Okay. I have no idea why we have... Because of this? Ah, right. We own this thing, which is technically sharing a sea zone with these two. Don't argue with the technicalities. We're going to need our boats back for that, though. Which might take a bit. Not too long, hopefully. Take it. Lost a claim on Chittagong. I think that was part of Bengal. Oh, whatever. Okay, we've lost our claim to the throne of Trondelag. And that's because Gerlach Littlefinger 665, holy shit, can we be him? Has chopped up. So let me see if the claim throne option is still there. It is. So it doesn't matter that she's managed to have a child. Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Otherwise we're just going to have to take a bunch of land which we feel is owed to us. And nobody will like that, will they? You guys don't need a general anymore. And you should probably move somewhere where you've actually got supply, like Kharkov. We could use another army around here in Ming, so I'm going to make one. Actually, who are Ming allied to, usually? Korea. Nah. Well, why don't we just improve this army here? Because there's no real rebellion risk in like southern areas of Africa. Only some there and there. Hey, get out of that. That's just due to nationalism and the whole converting religion thing. And the overextension, of course. But I don't think it'd be too much of an issue. I'm going to assault this one. Bugger it. Yeah, done. Move to the next one. So that's a 20 men 7-7, so they need 6-3-3. That's the wrong kind of, oh well, 3 of them. 3 of them. And then 6 of them, done. And then we'll move that army over to Asia. Also, because we really don't need this many armies up here for Kanem-Bornu, so this army can actually just head on around to here as well. They really don't need to be there. Also because Kanem-Bornu is kind of... I wouldn't say... You know what? They are actually friendly right now, so this army is for rebellions. Wrong map mode. Right map mode. There are still tiny little bits of, you know, rebellion sitting around here. Just because of that nationalism, though. But nationalism goes away. Eventually. We've only got a few provinces which are actually Mali culture. Let's spend 125 Diplo to convert that one. It's expensive, but, you know, it's worth it. I mean, if I can get all of Africa to be German, that would be great. And we're pretty much, like, the American areas are fine. The Aztec areas, not so much, but that's not our concern. It's someone else's concern. Our colonies, of course. Right, continuing on. So it's a good thing we had this war declared before we finished up with all the other ones, because this way, I believe that we will still be able to enforce our personal union on these suckers. Whereas if we'd waited, we wouldn't have that casus belli anymore. Our revolt in Millennia, that's fine. It'll take them forever to get through anything, and we've got some dudes heading around. Slowly, but they'll get there. Right, so this battle was a success. Let's head on up to Wormland? Yeah, Wormland. Gotland has successfully been cored, so now we only have 84% overextension. Only. Which means 16 on the back end. That's 18, that's too much. Patau is something like 45 fucking overextension. Yeah, it's huge. We could probably peace out with Volga Bulgaria at this point. There's no point holding them in the war. And all I want is that place, and why not that place too? And that won't cost me anything but 36% overextension. Fuck you, that's ridiculous. Right, so I guess we sit in that war a little bit longer then. These wars, anyway. Some heretics have been converted. We need to pop Vladimir out. How much are they contributing to our actual war score? A fair amount, actually. So we want to keep them in for the moment. We really need to spear in towards Trondelag, actually. So these guys just get there. Take the damn place. So once we take it, they've got something like 14 or 20% war score from it. No Vladimir. No and no. 15 admin pay, thanks. Okay, our dudes are besieging this place quite nicely. That's another core province done. So now we're at 72%. Two of these are not progressing, I believe Kasimov and Tambov, because we're at war with Vladimir and Volga Bulgaria. Mazandaran is coming along though, and that's actually 72%, which means 28. We need 36 for them, and Vladimir we're holding in for reasons. Okay, that's fair enough. Vasterbottland is done. Okay, yeah, so now we're involved in a fairly easy siege over here on Trondelag, which being the capital means that once we take it, this war score is going to dramatically improve in our favour. They're getting 15 points from us not holding it, so that's going to increase us to, what, 69? Wink. Siege of Bergslagen, that's that one down there, wonderful. Hit Narc. These guys pretend to move down to Jamtland and then move into Heligoland. We should catch them there. Mauritius, successful siege. back on the boat. And we'll head on over to deal with these guys. More base tax in Africa, that's fine. I'm not sure if I covered this in the other episode, but I've just remembered it. Because we completely dominate trade here and are basically pulling all of it forward, that's amazing for us, because while it comes up here to Tunis and then from Tunis to Bordeaux, we're moving, not Bordeaux, Genoa, we're moving most of it from Genoa down into Seville. We're pulling 131 bucks out of Seville alone. We're pulling 164 out of Venice, and we don't even control most, like, all of it because of fucking Auvergne. And we're pulling 121 out of Antwerp because Valois actually own quite a significant part of that. Our truce with Ming is over. So as soon as that guy finishes his fabrication, we're gonna launch our attack. And of course, assuming that our boats get back. Is there a supply limit map mode? Yep. Okay, so this is going to show us everywhere where we could station this current squad. And, well, looks like we were right. Always handy to have that. As we continue to mow through Britain. Okay, looks like we succeeded in a bit of a wipeout there. Good. So Mazandaran will be done in about a month, which will be happy days for everyone. Because then we'll be able to, well, annex some more shit and end some more wars. Maybe Biamia, we'll have to see. Okay guys, have your little fight. Siege of Cumbria, over. So let's take Ayrshire, because it's one of the ones we've got to claim on. We'll get all the ones we've got to claim on and then we'll come back. Okay. Gather up in that place. I'll head over there too. Alright, so we just got that claim on Mazandaran finished. So now we're at 45% overextension. So we can go 55 on someone. Well, let's end some wars. Angoulême, you're worth 18% to me. Actually, no, we want to end the wars over here. Specifically Volga, Bulgaria. Okay, that's honestly all I want there. Do we want them to release Perm? It costs us 175, I'm not going to pay that. Can't force religion, but we can get them to get rid of all of our alliances. Done. Okay, so now we need to get coring again. Damn, they must have taken that fucking coring thing, which makes it cost so much. Oh well, nothing we can do about it, we just gotta accept that we have to pay that. Which is fine. And of course we've lost for Conquest Casus Belli on them, but well, we'll be getting it back shortly. Looks like our allies are starting to turn up to help out as well, which is good. Okay. Ming. The war is to take Malacca. I'm not immediately going to try and take it, but I'm certain... Oh, hang on. Okay, so the Conquest Casus Belli is 75% aggressive expansion, 100 prestige, 100 diplo, and 100 cost for that. Overseas expansion is much better. Much better. Peasants there, peasants down there, we'll deal with them when the time comes. So first things first, you can move along there. We've got a bit of a fight going on here, we should win that, I hope. Taiwan Strait unfortunately counts as an inland sea, so the galleys that he has there are actually pretty decent. And let's go seize his colony before anybody gets hurt. And I'm going to pull our dude out of the Galapagos Islands, because we're going to need to send him to that colony in a moment. Jeez, I hope I hit decline on that. We need to just come down like that, and then we'll head up to there again. Whatever. Right. When one of those diplomats gets home, we'll have to send him back to Brunei. Good, we successfully won that, and not only won that, but picked up a spare trade ship while we were at it. And that entire fleet is going to dock in Xiamen, which is good for us, because, well, we're taking that. Aren't we? Now, who's joined in on the war? Just Korea. That's fine. Nope. Okay, these guys want a replacement for their bureaucrat. Have another bureaucrat. And we'll take that colony. Thank you very much. And send the diplomat. Now, I do want to occupy all of these places. So this war here may take us a while to finish, just because it's going to involve a lot of war score, that Ming War. But hey, we'll deal with it. And we've beaten Trontalag. We're just trying to get enough points. Guys home from Ming. Dudes are getting attacked. It's fine. We need to send that guy to Brunei. Can we get one on... No, I think that's pretty much the main places. We can get one on Sabah for some reason. Oh, because we've got our province there. And if we ever worked out what that place was called, we could probably put a claim on it as well. Okay. Okay, so this looks like this entire lot of troops got made, which is good. Because now they already have a commander. Put them on the fleet. Ship them right over. I'm going to ship them to Aceh, just because I'm a little wary of Ming actually having a... I'll ship them to Perak. That'll be fine. A little wary about Ming having a fleet there, but we should be fine. Got some decent armies up this end of town. It's alright. Okay. Still at 81%. I don't want to take on too much more because I... Well, let's actually check that. We can check this. How much for them? Bergslagen would cost us 11%. So we need 95% war score. It will cost us 40 diplomatic power and 0 overextension because that's a core. Good. Means we can peace out some other people. So 19 is what we can take. 18 is what this place will give us. Done. Court. We are running low on administrative power, however. We definitely want those sieges to end. So I'm going to hopefully take this place. No, Vladimir. We do have a spare diplomat, which we can send somewhere. It was Bengal that we lost a claim on, so we'll just refabricate it. Okay, in Japan we now have that Conquest Casus Belli on, so let's fabricate another claim on them. Fleet is making slow-ass progress. That would be another advantage of upgrading the transports. That they would be faster. Come here, let's see, Trabucal to East Indiaman. Gee, I don't know. We'd have to check. We can't exactly check it here because you can't select them, it automatically happens. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the speed... Where is the speed? Yeah, speed 5. Pretty sure that upgrades fairly quickly. Well, that one had speed 5. Can we have a look at one of these? No, Briggs have speed 5 as well. Interesting. Siege of Skane. Siege of Hagalegaland. Are we actually fighting in the Siege of Skane? Oh, right down there. Yeah, of course. Blockhinge. That one goes over here and beats up these guys, and then goes in there. Right, and Hagalegaland being defeated means we can move these troops down to Bergenschus. Siege of Kola over. Send the guys out. They're not needed up there anymore because our allies are on task. We have won this siege, so let's keep on moving along here. We'll just take all these places, so that gives us a land border with Korea, which we'll then be able to exploit. Press the issue. And we've now taken Trondelag itself. Which, when I get a diplomat back, should hopefully be enough for us to get what we want out of this war. You know, if we negotiated military access with these guys, which we can't because they hate us, we might have been able to ship troops through there. But, you know, whatever. We can't do that, we can't do that. Right, Siege of Xiamen is over, so this army has no idea how to get up there properly, so I'll send them through this bit here. I'm pretty sure that's actually the peace offer that we want from Trondelag. So France and Trondelag will form a union with Wigeric I, that's me, becoming Kaiser over both nations. Westmanland will cede Bergslagen to France. That's that one. That's exactly what we wanted. Except regrettably, we have lost the claim throne Casus Belli over here. That is perfectly fine, because right now Trondelag are our bitch, which is something I am eminently happy about. There are only 18 princes left. And we're going to be getting rid of Biamia and Patau. So that would leave only 16 princes, of which I control 8, including myself, so that's technically 9. I think that's a very good position to be in. Okay, you guys need to start leaving here though. So one there. Where are you moving to? Nowhere. You should move down here. You should also move down here because we are eventually going to have to take on these guys. Maybe. Maybe. You guys to housing land. And the other one over here to Vladimir. I think that's everybody out of there. Wow, that's fucking perfect, isn't it? Good on us. And still at 99 over extension. Skane has declared war on Trondelag, and we have assumed leadership in that war. Because, well, we have a boss. So, Skane, I heard you didn't like existing. You fucking idiots. Seriously, why would you do that? We do have Bornholm as well, so let me just move my navy down there. Actually move the galleys to that one and the transports to that one, because we are going to have to attack Bornholm at some point. Seriously though, Skane, that was the dumbest decision you have ever made. But you think we're weak and we don't have our armies up here or something? We are losing a lot of money to those colonies, though. Orleans has entered the military coalition against us. Who's in that, even? Orleans and Valois. Now, one thing I didn't mention about military coalitions is if you are in a military coalition that enters a war, you can't be individually pieced out. So that's a problem because it means we'd only be able to take out Orleans. We wouldn't be able to really impact Valois too much. Though when I say problem, it's not really too much of one, to be quite fair. I just don't understand what the fuck Skane was thinking there. I mean, they're even voting against me in here, aren't they? Yep, so I guess that's another Prince gone. You'll notice that Trondelag still aren't voting for us, and that's just because we've got very negative relations with Trondelag at the moment. So we should probably send a yeah, we're going to need to send a diplomat over there. So first things first, we will subsidize Trondelag heavily. 100 gold. We can afford it, technically. We absolutely must get that relationship above 0 by the time that Wiggerig I dies, or we'll simply lose them. I mean, we'll get a Casusbella to get it back, but, well, if we don't have to lose them, it would be much better. Almost there. Peace off Rubiamia. I really need to take this siege out. Because if they succeed at that siege, which they may well do, they will stop our diplomatic process. So yeah, I don't think there's much else we can do here. We could bestow Imperial Grace on them, but I'm not at that level of desperation just yet. So I'll probably just send a diplomat over to improve relations. Kasimov got cord, so now we're at 84%, and that will soon get even less. And yeah, that's fine. We don't have any immediate peace offers to make. So come on, don't take it in this particular siege phase. Thank you. And then while we're up in the area, we can start cleaning them out. I've got a 2-2 general, I've got a 5-6. And mine's better at maneuver. Siege of Ayrshire. So let's take the Highlands. I'm sorry, Britain, but I'm not piecing you out just yet, even though you have massive amounts of war exhaustion. Same with Biarmia. Can't believe Skane did this. This is just dumb. Oh, what, you thought they were weak? Oh neat, our colonist is almost successful over there, so... Should we recall him? I don't think there's much reason for us to recall him at this point. Just let him finish up, he'll be fine. Oh, and our dudes have successfully arrived back on the island, so we'll send them down there and then back to Malacca. Send my fleet down to the Straits of Johor to blockade Malacca. And then after that we'll ship them back up to China, or up to China. Okay, so we just lost that siege, like, you know, a few weeks before we get there. There's not enough time. Which is annoying because it increases rebellion risk. We just slaughtered an entire army. Will we get there after the turn of a month? We will. And now this place has been converted to the proper religion. We've taken Smayland, so this army is headed down to Bornholm now. It's like, seriously, Skane, what the fuck did you think you were doing? Just really dumb. Really, really dumb. Oh hey, that nation just entered a personal union. I think I'll declare war on them. Obliterated that army. Let's see how well we go up north a little against the Korean forces. See, 21, 5, and 17. Yeah, I'd say that's the entire forces arranged against us. So that's intriguing. We lost that siege, but we will definitely be getting it the fuck back. Those nationalists left that place, did they? Well, we better stop that. That'll be an easy fight. Speaking of easy fights... Didn't obliterate them, but we did pretty good. And I'm just going to assault that fort. Wonderful, and are we going to chase for Koreans? We're not. We're going to head down into Baoding and start actually making our claims. Well, not claims, but, you know, process. Taking land. The Andamans are self-sustaining. Good on them. Okay, so where do we want to send out colonists to? Is there anywhere that we want to finish up, or are they all about to finish up anyway? Yeah, some of them. Some of them are about to finish up naturally. But we could send him, say... Well, to Stanovoy. No, we're already sending a colonist to Stanovoy. Conian? There's not really anywhere of pressing concern, is there? Apparently we could send one to Nurture. That'd be good, actually, yes, because that would give us, when we take this province here, a line, and that would let us core these places in turn. We just need to be a bit wary of the Koreans trying to take it. Which we will be, of course. I want to keep that dude and keep that dude. Seriously, I don't know what you were thinking, Skane. Okay, so we're at 66. So that's 34. And Biamia is going to cost me like 39 or something like that. Whoa, you guys shouldn't be joining up like that. Diplomat's coming home from Brunei, which means the rest of them should be shortly home as well. And the first thing I'll do with him is send him to Skane to give him a little gift. No Patel. No Biamia. Going to end you as a nation. Okay, Siege of Ostgotland, and we've won the Siege of Johor. Wonderful. This army can then go to Malacca to besiege it, and then from there back up to China. China, or Ming, does seem to have a bit of a problem with some rebels, so, that's interesting. Heretics have been converted in Mazandaran. So how is the Catholic menace? Yeah, about what we expected, really. Okay, that's fine. Of course, people are still crying out for a peace, so that's actually increasing our war exhaustion now, despite other efforts. So we will have to keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going to just wrap them up through Aberdeen. So Aberdeen, Fife, Lothian, and then Northumberland. We don't really have to do that, to be honest. Let's actually... no, we need to peace out Patau before we peace out Great Britain. And Patau require 45% war or overextension. We'll get that in a moment. And by a moment, I mean next year, June. This year, June, sorry. That's fortuitous. Okay. Skane's done. Unfortunately, I don't appear to have any claims on Skane. So that's only going to be 21%. Let's get rid of that real quick. We could get them to release Saxony or Ostgotland, but we're not going to do that. 21% we can take. Done. Gonna keep that army on that island, but get rid of their commander. Ah, nice and cheap as well. Very good. And with these guys can lose their commander as well, and we'll just ship them down a little bit. And the frigates, just in case Stockholm decides, hey, it'd be kind of neat to get into a war with us, I'll just station them in Gotland. Never be too careful. Right, so that's again reduced the number down to 17. Which is good for us. As we're going to be getting rid of 2 more from that. And it'll basically give us dominance. Again. Leave it be. Okay, our dudes are coming home. What were we going to do with them? Right, Trondelag need further relationship boosting. So I'm going to send him a gift. However much money increases it by 25, because that's the limit. Geez, expensive, guys. Done. Yeah, they really don't like us. Upland has entered into that military coalition. That's fine. I don't know exactly how much the Imperial Grace increases the relationship, but if we do that, it shouldn't matter too much because we've got plenty of authority. So yeah, hey, maybe we'll try it. I believe it only costs 1 point of authority. So let's, I think we're still timed out with them though. Yeah, 12th of April. That's when we can start sending more diplomats to them. Reverse course. Volga Bulgaria was sabotaging our reputation. Business as usual, really. Good. Bestow Imperial Grace. So what are they at now? Right now they're at 77. So if I bestow Imperial Grace... You know, that's not too bad. 41. Is that due to anything on our end, or...? Maybe? I don't know. We do need to add a new rival. But we can't do it while we're at war, so we'll manage it. One thing we can do when we get out of the war is start giving them some of these provinces up here. No. No. So that would be nice. But we'll have to get out of the wars for that, of course. Nope. And lose most of this overextension. We do have 2 diplomats spare. Japan, can we fabricate anything on you? It's just that Timor, isn't it? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to take it anyway. What about Brunei? Kamikawa is one of the ones up in Japan, I think. This one? Yeah, right there. So we'll get claims on those because Majapahit may take them and then we'll have a reason to go to war with Majapahit. Siege of Darren. Okay, good. That's that one, so I can move these guys just down here. A little wary of this army, but we should... Actually, you know what? They're moving up towards me, so let's head on over here and defend our interests. 2 cores. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get them converted from the evils of Catholicism. So now we're at 51%. We can get rid of Biamia or Patau. Let's get rid of Biamia. Done. 200 diplomatic power, and probably we don't have enough admin to start coring all of them. Or we might... No, we definitely do not. We definitely do not. Oh well. We'll get there. Tver has entered that military coalition against us. Yeah, you know what? That's completely reasonable, to be honest. Gonna immediately put those 15 administrative points that we just picked up to use. Good. Malacca has been besieged. Dong, successful. Just gonna waltz up there quickly. Siege of Aberdeen, success. Really, we're just doing that as a matter of doing it. There's no real reason to at this stage, because we already have pretty much what we got off Britain, unless we decide to sail on over to Ireland, which we're not going to do. Just yet. Casus Bella for Imperial Liberation from Georgia is running out, and that's fine, because Georgia is a vassal. So, yeah, don't particularly care. Okay, another whole lot of easy war score there. The army of nationalists. It's going to be an issue for a little while. Ah, but one of our colonies has become self-sustaining. Very good, guys, very good. Really solidifying that, what do you call it? Colonial boundary. So it looks like Canada has come in from the top. Really, guys? Really? That's part of Louisiana, you pricks. Well, looks like I'll have to do some work up here. Eventually. Because right now we're losing a little bit too much money because of colonists. Nope, and nope. Come on. We have lost our administrative advisor, so the unlawful imperial territory is a problem to our prestige, but it will eventually go away. Inflation reduction would also be quite important, so we'll actually take the inflation reducing guy. I think that's more than triples our rate of inflation decrease, which is excellent. Alright. Handle some business. This army is trying to get to Darren. Let's try and get there either first or slightly after them. We will take a, well, we would take a crossing penalty. 14th, 11th. We will take a crossing penalty getting into Wasili, but even though they outnumber us, I feel it will carry the day. In my heart of hearts. Yep. Yep, we sure did carry that day. Carried it all the way home. Laid it down on our bed and fucked it. Okay. So these rebels are doing rebelling things. Which is good for us because it lets us steal sieges. I'm going to send the galleons up that way. Or... No, the galleon should go around there and we'll take Taiwan while I think about it. Okay, I'm going to assault this. Done. And then I'm going to try... What am I going to try? Now, ideally, I'd like them to be separated from Korea. That would be nice. But Beijing is really expensive. Hell, a lot of the Chinese coastal provinces are very expensive in terms of base tax. Surprised Shan hasn't joined in. I mean, supposedly they're guaranteeing these guys' independence. Alright, fuck it. Let's head up and take Beijing. We're not going to take it from them, but, you know. We'll do our best. So now we're at 72% overextension. Now we can afford to spend a little bit more on these places. Alright. Nice little battle there. I'm actually going to send this army all the way over here to just sit on this colony because I'm a little worried that they'll try and steal it or destroy it. Or something stupid. Siege of Fife is over. I know it's overkill, but fuck it. Let's actually have a look at Ming. So yeah, there is a fair amount of overextension there. Not much in the way of war score. And I mean, we'll be taking Malacca, obviously. So that's already, while it's only 41% war score, it's already 60, almost 65% overextension. And I mean, you know, what's the point there? Like, no. We'll leave the Ming, end of the Ming War for a while. Let's just have a look at Britain, not including Patau. Yeah, a lot of those places do have a fair bit of overextension on them. Bourbon doesn't. Would cost us 33 diplomatic. What's the other one down there? Mauritius. It doesn't either. So that's a good start. These ones here do, of course, but they don't cost us any diplomatic power. The problem there is that they will take forever to core because of Britain's increased coring cost bullshit. So what we're probably going to do, excuse me, is pretty much just get this 40 that we need for this place here. Then piece Patau out and say to Britain, we'll just have your colonies. And maybe one province. Means we'll lose a lot of the claims that we fabricated specifically for this sort of thing, but... Hello? Really, assholes? Really? 2 colonies as well, wow, thank you. Guys, hurry up and finish besieging that. We've got an urgent mission down south in Indonesia. Come on. It's only a 33-day war siege phase. Period. Thing. Some Han Patriots. Ugh. Well, that's irritating. We'll have to deal with them on the way. But really? And I guess while we're down there, we could declare war on Japan. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Sounds good. Scotland has been cored. So now we're at 63. That's good. Naisha has become Catholic. That's honestly not going to be my problem. And it does mean that we're only just in deficit, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay, guys, come on. Finish this damn siege. Good boys. Good boys. Very good. I want to finish this up before the end of the episode, otherwise I'll probably forget about it. Alright lads. Hop on the boats. Let's go for a bit of appropriation. No, Britain. You've been bad. Siege of Beijing is over. So let's deal with these guys trying to take our land there. And then those guys. And then we'll come down to that one. No, Ming, where was this guy fabricating? Bengal. And that's the end of fabrications in Bengal. Karnataka? Yes, apparently. Okay, go for it. You can't fight me. I will just completely obliterate you every single time. Be you rebels or not. We'll go to that one in there, see what's there anyway. And we've got a diplomat coming home from Brunei. He might take a little bit too long for us though. Okay, that's good news, and it also reminds me that we've got another couple of cores to make. Oh, we've been able to actually put a core, start putting a core on this one. Okay. Good on us. And we're just flooding in. We're at 51%. And you know what that means. Well, first of all, this war exhaustion is getting fucking insane. So let's try and piece out Patau. Just quickly. Full annexation, thank you. Tell me that reset it. It did not. Okay, and we're going to need 73 and what appears to be 98. That's okay. Let's move our troops in there to keep a bit of an eye on things. Well, it means after we take these British colonies, we'll just peace out with Britain. For relatively little. Malayan peasants, French peasants, British peasants. Vladimir entered a military coalition. Pfft, yeah, whatever. I do kind of care about the peasants down here making the rebellion because after we take that, they're still going to be there. And there are also some peasants there. But these colonies first, right? Come on, a little bit more. We're going overtime, but that's fine because we're trying to do this. Colony C's effort. Siege of Lothian is dealt with, so I'm just going to send these guys down here. And then to Kent. Because yeah, our antics against Britain are over. Will be very much over in a very short period of time. How are the natives down? The natives here get restless. Wow, that's going to be an issue. York, it's self-sustaining. Good on you. Yeah, so this army, I guess I'll head into there. What are you doing? Brunei? Brunei. Whatever we can get off them. Okay, they've landed. Seize it. We've landed. Seize it. That should also give us well, we already had overseas expansion against Majapahit, but you know, whatever. Okay, get on board. I will declare on Japan. It's an overseas expansion, cast spell, I thank you very much. British peasants in Yorkshire, that's alright. We'll just go and deal with them. Actually, no, we're not even going to deal with them because we're going to peace out with Britain soon enough, and then the peasants will be their problem. Boat to Timor. Honestly, as soon as our diplomat gets back, we'll peace out with Britain, and hopefully that ends this call for peace bullshit. Because it will be the end of an actual war. As the peasants get riled up a little. That overextension is dangerously high. They're quite right there. The money. Looks like Pegu just lost its yeah, they just left their personal union with the other blokes. So we need to head there and then up there and then down to Shengdi. Okay, come on. And then to Timor. God, it's going to take them a whole month. Standard self-sustaining. Wonderful. Means we don't have to worry about these guys trying to take it. The Ming Pretender rebels. Really? Well, no, I'm going to beat them up. Another part of our patrimony, so now we're at 87%. That's coming along pretty well. Okay. Keep him then if you want to keep him. I have no qualms about that sort of thing. Okay, that's an occupation, so I will claim it. Thank you very much. And now we'll just head up to there because we do need to get rid of those rebels. And you guys can actually stay there because you need to retake it and assault. And then move down there. Right, let's call that the end of the episode though, because otherwise we're just going to keep on finding little things to keep pressing on with. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you liked it, give it a like. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And, yeah, in the meantime, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.